Hello and warm greetings to you everybody. This is English for Ethiopia grade 9 presented by ተስፋዬ። ሰላም እንዴት ናችሁ ተማሪዎች? ይህ የ9ኛ ክፍል የእንግሊዝኛ ቋንቋ ትምህርት ነው። Welcome back to today's lesson. Unit 9 Fairness and Equity. Unit 9 Video 1. ተማሪዎች እንዴት ናችሁ? የዛሬውን ርዕስ ከማየታችን በፊት ያለፈውን ክፍለ ጊዜ ለማስታወስ ያክል we learned about present perfect and present perfect continuous tense እነሱን አይተን ነው ባለፈ የጨረስነው። Present perfect tense indicates something began sometime in the past, unknown past, and continues up to the present. Maybe the result that has connection with the present. እሱን አይተናል ተማሪዎች። In addition to this, when there is a for and a since, there is different implication in a sentence. For example, I lived in Addis Ababa since 2010 or 2020-25. If you say like this, the starting point of time is obvious. So, since indicates starting time or time of action. And for indicators, I have lived in Addis Ababa for 10 years. It indicated the period of time or the number. Today we'll see fairness and equity as usual. What do you expect from this unit? What are the objectives? Let me show you here. At the end of this unit, learners are expected to listen in a variety of texts with a medium level understanding and transfer information. This is another point of view. Interact in English in varied communication situation with comprehensible grammar. We'll see grammar too. Appraise unity and diversity in Ethiopia. Because we have many nations and nationalities. So we'll see in this unit. Read medium level reading, resource in the context. You'll be given listening and reading, so we'll comprehend or understand what the content means. And get the meaning of words using context clause. We'll see different kind of words with their context. Extend their vocabulary with a phrasal using phrasal verbs. እንግዲህ ፍሬዛል ቨርብ በተለያየ ዩኒት እናያለን ማለት ነው። በአጠቃላይ ዩኒት 9 ኦልሞስት ሁሉም ዩኒቶች ማለት በሚቻል ደረጃ ፍሬዛል ቨርብ አላቸው። ሶ ፍሬዛል ቨርብ ሪከርድ እያደረጋችሁ ፕራክቲስ እንደምታደርጉ እንግዲህ እምነቴ የጸና ነው። Contrast the forms and function of the present perfect and simple past tense. And again, this unit will see present perfect and simple past tense in comparison. እናወዳድራለን ሁለቱን እናያለን ማለት ነው። Participate in conversation based on the ideas in the reading passage. There is conversation, so you'll practice. Integrate ideas from the reading passage to writing, and the last one is write descriptive essay. በመጨረሻም ራሳችሁ descriptive essay ትጽፋላችሁ። በየዩኒቱ እንግዲህ there are different kind of essay, so you're gonna practice them. Now it's time to the subtopic, that is Unit 9, Video 1, lesson topic, listening texts. This is the first subtopic. Before that, what do you see from the picture? I think it is a wonderful experience for you to write a descriptive paragraph. ገላጭ ነገሮችን ልጽፉ ትችላላችሁ። For example, you can see here the women እነዚህን እንስቶች በማየት የተለያየ ዲስክሪፕሽን ልትገልጹ ትችላላችሁ። What do you see in their facial expression, wearing style, happiness, their different outlook here. So እነዚህን ነገሮች በቀጥታ አይታችሁ ምን ይመስላሉ ወይስ በምን አይነት ሁኔታ ትገልጿቸዋላችሁ? So this is a kind of descriptive essay. Cultural diversity የሚል እናያለን ማለት ነው። ምንድን ነው cultural diversity ተማሪዎች? የባህል ብዝሃነት ብለን የምንጠራው ማለት ነው በሌላ አነጋገር። Cultural diversity. Do you know different culture in Ethiopia and all over the world? Can you mention? So what do you know about cultural diversity and human rights and democracy? You'll get some concept in this listening text. How do you think cultural diversity, human rights, and democracy can be practiced in Ethiopia effectively? So imagine this kind of question, and you got to directly to listen to your text. Before that, there are about 5 kind of questions here given to you. So listen to your teachers reading or recorded audio about cultural diversity, human rights, and democracy. Then complete the following blank spaces. አሁን በጣም ፕራክቲስ እያደረጋችሁ ነው። ስለዚህ ይሄንን እኔ ሳነብላችሁ ሊስኒንግ ቴክስቱን እናንተ ደግሞ ይሄን እየሞላችሁ ትሄዳላችሁ ማለት ነው። Great. Are you ready? Let's go. It is agreed that before that, our topic, listening topic is cultural diversity, human rights, and democratic governance. It is argued throughout this report that respect for cultural diversity contributes to the dignity of each individual, group, and community. I'll repeat. It is argued throughout this report that respect for cultural diversity contributes the dignity of each individual, group, and community. Please try to see your question here. Rights and freedoms are not exercised in a vacuum but embedded within social context. What is vacuum? What is embedded? So rights and freedoms are not exercised in a vacuum but are embedded within social context. All rights and freedoms have cultural dimension that contributes to their effective exercise. It is precisely this dimension that forms the link between the individual, the community, and the group, which grounds universal values within a particular society. Human rights are universal because they belong to all of humanity. Human rights are universal because they belong to all humanity. This is the sense intended in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which acknowledges that everyone, as member of society, should exercise all rights indispensable for this dignity, and the free development of his personality. That is Article 22 of Universal Human Rights Declaration. Although sometimes portrayed as challenging to social cohesion, cultural diversity is, on the contrary, an enabler of dialogue and mutual enrichment, and thus a source of economic, social, political, and cultural diversity. And here, democratic governance presupposes form of government and modus of decision making. I'll repeat. Democratic governance presupposes form of government and modus of decision making that take account of the multicultural composition of contemporary societies and their wide variety of beliefs, projects, and lifestyles. In promoting a more inclusive form of governance, the management of cultural diversity can turn a social challenge into democratic strength and thereby contribute to the establishment of the culture of human rights and peace to which UNESCO and the United Nations are committed. Now, I hope you completed the exercise, right? By the time I finish the listening text, reading the listening text, I hope you completed the 5 questions, right? Number 1, we have no more time, so it's better to do the question quickly before we see the vocabularies. All rights and freedoms have cultural dimensions that contribute to their effective exercise. If you say it like that, you are right. The next one is, and precisely this dimension that forms the link between the individual and dash, the community and the group. That's the right answer, student. Next, question number 3. Human rights are universal because they dash all humanity belong to. That's the right answer. How many of you got the answer? Next, number 4. An enabler of dialogue and mutual enrichment include economic, social, political, and cultural diversity. Have you got the answer? Well, next, question number 5. Democratic governance presupposes form of government and mode of if you say decision making, you're right. How many of you got 5 out of 5? ስንቶቻችሁ ናችሁ 5 ከ5 ያገኛችሁት? አሁን by the way, whether you have the text or not, ቴክስቱ ቢኖራችሁም ባይኖራችሁም ጓደኞቻችሁ ሲያነቡ እናንተ it is a skill. ይሄ 5 ከ5 የማግኘት ጉዳይ አይደለም. It is all about skill, okay? While listening something, it's better to make note and take note. Even ስትማሩ ኖት ሜክ ታረጋላችሁ፣ ቴክ ኖት ታረጋላችሁ፣ ኖት ትወስዳላችሁ ወይም ራሳችሁ ኖት። ይህንን እንደ እንግሊሽ it's a kind of skill, so you're expected to develop it, enhance it or boost it. Now next it is time to see what does human rights constitute. እንግዲህ እነዚህን ጊዜ ስለሌለን ወደ ቀጣዩ ታፒክ እንሄዳለን ማለት ነው ተማሪዎች። ሪዲንግ ስኪልስ። አሁን ደግሞ ከእናንተ ቴክስት የወጣውን አብረን እናያለን ማለት ነው። what do you know about justice system? justice ምንድን ነው? ወይም ፍትህ ሲባል ሰምታችኋል። ስለዚህ verdict, jury and fair እነዚህን እናያለን። ከዛ በፊት ግን I want to show you some words extracted from the listening text. Let me show you. Here are the list of the words from the listening text, students. You listened. Embedded means implanted or ingranted. Embedded, not vacuum. የሚል ሰምታችኋል ከምንባቡ። Indispensable means essential. Human rights አጠቃላይ እነዚህ ሰብአዊ መብት ጋር ተያዙ they are indispensable ይላቸዋል መጽሐፋችሁ ላይ። essential or crucial በጣም ወሳኝ ናቸው። contemporary means current or modern. A vacuum that is empty. equity means fairness and justice in the treatment. ምንድነው? equality means treat someone else equally እኩልነት እንደማለት ነው። equity ደግሞ fairness and justice ፍትሃዊነትና impartiality እንደማለት ነው። አጠቃላይ equity means impartiality ሁሉንም fairness and justice equally treat ማድረግ ማለት ነው። precisely that is shortly ሊሆን ይችላል። exactly, accurately የተመጠነ እንደማለት ነው። dignity, self-respect or honor. That is all about the listening text words. listening ላይ የሰማችኋቸው ወርዶች እነዚህ ነበሩ ተማሪዎች። now let's see words and main points from your textbook. ከቴክስታችሁ እናያለን። equality, equity and justice. What do you know about those words, students? Before that, I gave a word that is verdict, jury, and fair. What does it mean? So here, verdict means it is a decision. It is a decision. Decision made by judges. በዳኞች የተወሰነ ነገር ወይም ውሳኔ ምን ተብሎ ይጠራል? ቬርዲክት። ምንባቡ ላይ ስለምታይ ጁሪ ግሩፕ ኦፍ ፒፕል ሁ ዲሳይድ ኢን ዘ ኮርት። ሶ ግሩፕ ኦፍ ጀጅስ ማለት ጀጅስ። ፌር ሚንስ treating people equally. Treating people equally and justly. Okay, that's the meaning of the words. You may consider while you get in the listening text. Now, actually the passage is too long. ትንሽ በዛ ይላል ፓሴጁ። ሀሳቡን በፍጥነት እናያለን ማለት ነው። Equality aims to ensure that everyone gets same things in order to enjoy full healthy lives. Equality ስንል ምንድን ነው? Same things in order to enjoy full healthy lives. እኩል የሆነ ደስተኛ የሆነ ህይወትን መምራት ነው። ጤናማ የሆነ ህይወትን ተመሳሳይ የሆነ equally ወይም በእኩልነት መምራት ነው። On the other hand, equity involves trying to understand and give people what they need to enjoy healthy lives. ይሄኛው ደግሞ equality ካለ ምን ነው የሚፈልጉት? What they need. So equity involves trying to understand and give people that they need to enjoy healthy lives. Healthy life ማግኘት ነው። The same የሆነ ብለናል። amongst people ብለናል። ያ ደግሞ ምን ይፈልጋሉ ማለት ነው? equity ማለት that is sometimes the terms are used in interchangeable manner. Interchangeably ማለት ምንድነው? ተቀያይረው ትርጉም ሊሰጡ ይችላሉ። So in an interchangeable manner which leads to confusion. For example, like equity, equality also aims to promote fairness and justice. Almost ተቀራራቢ የሆኑ ተርሞች ናቸው ነው የሚለው። So don't worry about it. Anyways, all are about equality. But it can only work for everyone started from the same place and needed the same things. በተመሳሳይ ቦታ ተመሳሳይ ፍላጎት መኖሩ ማረጋገጥ ነው። There is a thin layer of similarity in purpose but different approach has applied for results. One might think that both are pretty much the same, but in actuality የሚተረጎሙበት ነገር ካልሆነ በስተቀር እንደ ጥቅል ሀሳብ they have the same meaning. Okay, equality and equity, they are very different concepts that cannot be accurately explained by a simple definition. Simple የሆነ definition ከሰጠናቸው they are the same. Next one is justice is the collective responsibility of free and just society. Justice is a collective responsibility. Justice ስንል ደግሞ collective ጥቅል የሆነ የማህበረሰብ ኃላፊነት ነው። So justice is the collective responsibility of free and just society. ነፃ እና ፍትህ የሞላበት society to ensure that the civil and human rights are preserved and protected for individuals regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, nation or origin, sexual orientation. እነዚህ የመሳሰሉትን የጾታ፣ የሃይማኖት፣ የዘር የመሳሰሉትን ምን ማድረግ ነው? ኢንሹር ማድረግ ነው። ጀስቲስ ኢኳሊ ትሪት ማድረግ ነው። ሂውመን ራይት እነዚህ ሲቪል እና የሲቪል መብቶችና የሰብአዊ መብቶች የሚባሉት ማለት ነው። ዌል ኦሪንቴሽን ክላስ ፊዚካል ኦር ሜንታል አቢሊቲ ኤንድ ኤጅ የፊዚካል የአካላዊ ወይም የአእምሮዊ አጠቃላይ እነዚህ ነገሮች ሁሉ ሳያዳላ የሚያደርግ ነው። ጀስቲስ It can be considered a scheme of law in which every person receives his or her due from the system, including all rights, both natural and legal. ህጋዊና በተፈጥሮ የምናገኛቸው መብቶች ኢንሹር ማድረግ ነው። Well, then, students, it is good to understand that the difference between equality and equality that is helps to recognize, respond to the differences. Let's analyze it on the basis of few examples. should per student funding at every school be exactly the same? Student funding የምንለው አለ በትምህርት ቤት the same no way. If we evaluate it, we find that it is the question under the domain of equality. Here we make sure that all the students have equal access to resources. ሁሉም ተማሪዎች ምን አላቸው? Equal access to resources አላቸው. So here is the analysis. All the students should have the resources necessary for high quality education. ከፍተኛ ጥራት ያለው ትምህርት ማግኘት ይችላሉ. But if you go deeper, we see another question arising. This is, should the students who come from less get more in order to ensure that they can catch up? It is the question of equity, where it is sensed that students who are furthest behind, most often low-income students and students of color, require more of this resources to catch up, succeed, eventually close their achievement gap. Look, all the students have the right to use the right to get quality education and resource. Another equity የምንለው ደግሞ ምንድን ነው? አገኙ ግን ደግሞ ለስ ኢንካም ያላቸው or ደግሞ በተለያየ ማህበረሰብ ውስጥ ያሉ ተማሪዎች የበለጠ ማግኘት አለባቸው። ለዛ ነው ኢኩዊቲ ኤንድ ኢኳሊቲ ቅድም ያየነው ክሎዘር ስናያቸው according to the context. And the resulting ground, we came to conclusion to this question that giving the students who came to school lagging academically because of factors outside of school control the exact same resources as a student in higher income schools alone will not close the achievement gap. Yeah. ሎው ኢንካም ያላቸውን ተማሪዎች እና ከፍተኛ የገቢ ምንጭ ያላቸውን ተማሪዎች ኢኮሊ ሪሶርስ ብናደርገው ለምሳሌ is not, we can't fill the ጋፑን መሙላት አንችልም. So it's better to help more the low income students, but making sure that low income students and students of color have access to exceptional teachers. And their schools have funding to provide them with the kind of high quality education they need to success will continue as on past towards narrow that gap. እንግዲህ color students የሚላቸው ነገሮች አሉ. and students of color እንደኛ ሀገር ኮንቴክስት ከለር የሚባል ተማሪ የለንም። ግን ደግሞ እንደ አሜሪካን ያሉ ስኩልስ ላይክ አሜሪካን ባጭሩ ሰዎችን ለይቶ ማስቀመጥ ነው አንዱ ከለር ሲባል እንግዲህ it refers to blacks. okay ይሄ ሌላ ቃል ላለመጠቀም የሚቀባባ እንትን ካልሆነ በስተቀር it is not the right expression anyways. If we look at another example about runners sprinting around on oval track during competitions, through this concept equality we should treat the runners in exactly the same way. ስለዚህ እነዚህን በደንብ ማንበብ ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። To save our time, it is better to give new words extracted from the because it's too long. ይህንን እናንተ በደንብ ልታነቡት ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር ይህን ያክል ካየን ተማሪዎች እዚህ ጋር እንግዲህ ረዘም ያለ ፓሴጅ ነው። It's all about human rights and democracy and justice. ስለ ጀስቲስ ነው አጠቃላይ ኮንሴፕቱን ስታዩት ውድ ተማሪዎች። Now it is time to give you some new words from the context. ዲጋ contextually ትርጉም ያላቸው ነገሮች እንመለከታለን ማለት ነው። So the first one is a new word extracted from your textbook. Example, it says lagging. It's a new word from your textbook. You may have a knowledge about it. So number one, lagging. Lagging. What does lagging means? Lagging, delayed. ላግ የሚያደርጉ ተማሪዎች ወይም የሚያቋርጡ እንደማለት ነው። ወደ ኋላ መቅረት delayed. That is the meaning of the word. Number two, distinct, extracted from your reading. አሁን ከዚህ ፓሴጅ የተወሰነው distinct. What does distinct means? Unique or separate? unique or separate የተለየ እንደማለት ነው። ዲስቲንክት የተለያየ ትርጉም አለው። ለምሳሌ ውጤት ላይ ዲስቲንክት ቬሪ ዲስቲንክት የሚባል ነገር አለ። 80-90 አካባቢ ዲስቲንክት እንዲህ የሚሆኑ ትርጉሞች አሉት። ኤኒዌይስ for the time being according to the context distinct means unique or separate. In another way, clearly different or clearly different. That is the meaning of the word. Question number 3, that is vocabulary theory. Widespread ምንባቡን ስታነቡት ያው ግልጽ እንደሆነላችሁ ነው ተማሪዎች እንደምታነቡት አምናለሁ። So widespread means spread over a large area or common or you can say extensive በብዛት የሆነ ነገር ምን ተብሎ ይጠራል? widespread common የሆነ ነገር widespread. Let's go on. Number 4, question number 4 or vocabulary 4, disobedience ምንድን ነው? disobedience ምንድን ነው? disobedience, this is the act of receiving to follow rule. ህግን አለመከተል ወይም አለመታዘዝ። obey መታዘዝ ነው አይደለ? So the act of refusing to follow rules. Defiance or rebellion. We can say rebellion. አለመታዘዝ ማለት ነው ባጭሩ disobedience. I think you know more about prefix አይደለ? ፕሪፊክስ ባለፈ ካስታወሳችሁ አንዳንድ ጊዜ ፕሪፊክስ ወይም ሰፊክስ ማወቅ ወርዱን ለምሳሌ ኦቢዲየንስ ምንድነው ትርጉሙ? ኦቢዲየንስ መታዘዝ ነው አይደለ? ስለዚህ ዲስ ምንድነው ሲጨመር አዲስ ወርድ ሊመስላችሁ ይችላል። ኢማጂን ኤቪደንስ በዲስ ኦቢዲየንስ ይሄኛው ዲስ ሲሆን አፍራሽ መሆን ናት ማለት ነው አይደለ? ስለዚህ ይህን ታውቁታላችሁ። ለዛ ነው ፕሪፊክስ ማወቅ ያለባችሁ። አፒል ሪኩዌስት ፎር ሄልፕ ኦር ፎርማል ሪኩዌስት ቱ ቼንጅ ዲሲዥን። አፒል ምንድን ነው ተማሪዎች? አፒል አይ ቲንክ ዩ ለርን ዲስ ወርድ ኢን ሲቪክ ኤጁኬሽን ወይም በአዲሱ ምንድን ነው ሲቲዘንሺፕ አይደለ? እሱ ጋር ትማሩታላችሁ። አፒል ይግባኝ እንደማለት ነው። ፕሊ ኦር ሪኩዌስት to change decision ውሳኔ እንዲቀየርልን በሌተር መልክ ሊሆን ይችላል። orally you can present for something. Defendant. Number 6, defendant. What does defendant means? So defendant means a person accused in a court case. ተከሳሽ ማለት ነው ባጭሩ defendant ማለት። So a person accused in a court, accused, respondent. Accused, you can say accused or respondent. ከሳሽ ተከሳሽ accused የሚያደርጉ ደግሞ ከሳሽ ነው። so defendant means someone who is accused የተከሰሰ ሰው ማለት ነው። accuser ካልን ከሳሹን ነው። okay so እነዚህን ወርዶች you can practice. This is all about any words in addition to underlined words. ያው underline የሆኑ ወይም እዚህ ጋር የተገለጹ ነገሮችን በጋራ ስለምናያቸው ነው ያለፍኩት። so vocabulary taken from the reading passage. ይህም vocabulary አብረን የምናይ ይሆናል ማለት ነው ተማሪዎች። good job. Now so number 1, according to the context, scam means, and you can get in paragraph 118. By the way, don't forget, please try to see the lines. Just you go there in the passage ላይ ሄዳችሁ ምክንያቱም passage ስታነቡ ኮንቴክስቱ ምንድነው? the first one, take information from the passage. አንደኛ መረጃ መውሰድ ነው። አንዳንድ ጊዜ የሚጠቅመን ነገር እናገኛለን አይደለ? you enjoy, you like it. Another one is to tackle exam. ምንም ጥያቄ የለውም ፈተና መስራት ነው አይደለ? so ላይን ላይ ሄዳችሁ ፕራክቲስ ማድረግ። what is the meaning? So scam means number 7 or number 1 እንደዚህ እንጽፋለን ማለት ነው። scheme means a blue elaborate or you can say number one. I'm talking about number one. Elaborate or a blueprint እንደማለት ነው። scheme so scheme means a blueprint or elaborate according to the context. ኮንቴክስቱ ምን ይላል እዛ ጋር ሄዳችሁ ማየት ትችላላችሁ። allegedly, what does allegedly supposedly በሐሳብ ደረጃ ያለ ማለት ነው። supposedly means this is another meaning of this word is allegedly means not proved. It is declared but not proved. This is the meaning of allegedly. Domain means scope or part of something. Number 3, it is scope or part of something. ወይም ፎከስ የምናደርግበት ኤሪያ ምን ተብሎ ይጠራል? ዶሜን ተብሎ ይጠራል ማለት ነው። ፎከስ ኤሪያ is the meaning. Polity, you can get paragraph 5 line 16. እስኪ እዛ ጋር ሄዳችሁ ቼክ አድርጉት። Polity, what does polity means? Community. Yeah, number 4, community, we can say polity. እስኪ አንዳንድ ጊዜ በስፒች ጊዜ ወይም ደግሞ እየተካችሁ አሁን ብዙ ቃላቶችን እያወቃችሁ ነው አይደለ? So you can substitute in daily communication or writing. Another one is number 5 of your textbook. Invoked, number 5. It says invoke. What does invoked means according to the context? So invoke means beg or apply to do something. apply ማድረግ ነው። ወይም call up የሚል ትርጉም ይኖረዋል ማለት ነው according to the context. Next question number 6 of your vocabulary. Sprinting, what does sprinting means? Sprinting ፍጥነት ነው አይደል? እንደምታውቁት number 6 sprinting or rushing ስፕሪንት ማድረግ ለምሳሌ ስፕሪንቲንግ ሩጫ ስፕሪንቲንግ እንላለን አይደል? so rushing ፍጥነት ነው። stagger, what does stagger means? paragraph 5 line 10 ይሄንን እዛ ጋር ታገኙታላችሁ። so stagger means waver or unsteady. number 7, waver or unsteady ያልተረጋጋ ማለት ነው። next question number 8. Discern, what does discern means? Discern, D-I-S-C-E-R-N, discern. So according to the context, discern means distinguish or detect ማድረግ ነው። አንድ ነገር መለየት ነው። distinguish or detect. That is the meaning of discern. Right. Next, curse. ይህንን ታውቁታላችሁ። number 9, curse means condemnation. አንድ ነገር መውቀስ፣ መኮነን፣ መራገም ነው አይደለ? curse ማለት number 10, the last one, perpetrator. What does perpetrator? Perpetrator means criminal. This is all about the vocabulary extracted from your textbook. Next we'll see that is a phrasal verb. What is phrasal verb? I think you know this one almost. We touch phrasal verb in each unit. Next, look at the matching here activity 9.8. Match the phrasal verbs in the sentences under column A with the meaning in column B. Now, before we try to see the answer, it's better to see the phrasal verbs. You should count on yourself to improve your English. You should count on yourself to improve English. What does count on? Count on. What does count on means? So according to this context, count on means depend or rely. በራስ መተማመን ወይም ራሳችን መሆን እንዳለብን count on. So question number 2, Ayele, would you please count up the number of tickets sold? Count up, what does it means? Count up the tickets. እዚህ ጋር ኮንቴክስቱን በደንብ እዩት። So the right answer is you may find count up the number of tickets based on the context. The right answer is G, that is at. Count up means at. Don't forget it. The next one is number 6. The police always crack down on drink driving offense over the Christmas period. What does crack down means according to the context? So the police crack down on drink means use more authority. Crack down on means, this is the phrasal verb. Crack down on. This means use more authority because they are drink drivers. So crack down on means use more authority. This is the meaning of the phrasal verb. Next one is number 4. She crossed him off her Christmas card list after they argued. She crossed him off her Christmas card. Number 4. What does cross off means according to the context? So based on the context, she crossed off her Christmas card list after they argued. ከተጋጩ በኋላ ወይም ከተከራከሩ በኋላ ምን አደረገችው ነው የሚለው cross off. What does it mean according to the context? እስኪ እዚህ ጋር ገስ ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ እዚህ ጋር. So cross off means delete from the list because they argued. So delete from the list. The last one is number 5. The firm cut back production because sales were slow. The firm cut back production. What does cut back means according to the context? So cut back means the firm cut back production because sales were slow. Sales slow ነው አይደለ? ወይም ሽያጭ የለም። ስለዚህ ምንድነው ፕሮዳክሽኑን የሚያደርገው? So reduce. D, the right answer. Number 6. I'm trying to cut down the amount of coffee I drink during the day. Here it has the same meaning. I'm trying to get down. Reduce. I'm trying to get down the amount of coffee I drink during the day. So reduce him ተመሳሳይ ነው። D ማለት ትችላላችሁ because they have the same meaning. They have the same context. So reduce ማድረግ ነው. Especially this one. ምንድነው? reduce more. አራተኛውን ለምሳሌ cross off cut back የሚለው ምን ማድረግ ትችላላችሁ? A reduce የሚለውም ይሆናል reduced. But according to the tense ስታዩት ግን እዚህ ጋር ምንድነው የሚሆነው? reduce ይሄኛው more የተሻለ ነው ማለት ነው። ይሄኛው tense ስለሆነ past tense ስለሆነ I'm trying to get down means it is a present tense. Yes, present tense ነው። ስለዚህ በዛ መጠቀም ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። past tense መሆኑን የሚያሳይ ቢሆን ግን reduced ማለት ይቻላል። So this one they have the same meaning. 5 and 6 they have the same meaning. Great job students. Now it's time to conclude today's lesson. ከዛ በፊት conclude ከማድረጋችን በፊት always phrasal verb ይሄንን ሪከርድ አድርጉት as usual. What is the meaning? number 1 ዲጋ ሪከርድ ካረጋችሁ በኋላ first try to study the synonym or same meaning ያላቸውን study ማድረግ አለባችሁ። after that try to use in daily communication ላይ መጠቀም አለባችሁ ማለት ነው። so vocabulary ወይም phrasal verbs ሁልጊዜም በኮሚኒኬሽን ስንጠቀም uniquely our just text or our speech became nice, so please don't forget to practice. የዛሬውን ይሄ በዚህ ያጠቃልልን። next grammar, that is simple past and the present perfect tense። ባለፈው እንግዲህ ስለ simple past በየትኛው ዩኒት the first 4 units probably simple past tense አይተናል። present perfect tense ደግሞ አይተናል ማለት ነው። so simultaneously በተመሳሳይ ሰዓት ቢመጡ present perfect tense and simple past tense እንዴት እንጠቀማለን የሚለውን እንደ ቤት ስራ ወሰዱትና let me show you። እስኪ አንድ ላሳያችሁ እዚህ ጋርና ለቀጣይ እንደ መንደርደሪያ ወይም መግቢያ እንዲሆን let me show you here. Here it's better to erase this one. Look, I have look this one example. I have been reading since morning. ይሄኛውን ምንድነው present perfect continuous tense ነው አይደለ? but since ስንጠቀም past tense በተመሳሳይ ሰዓት መጠቀም ካለብን I have known her since I moved to Addis. Look, እዚህኛው ጋር ምን ብለናል? at the same time present perfect tense እና simple past tenseን በተመሳሳይ መጠቀም እንችላለን። እዚህ ጋር ላሳያችሁ። it's better to underline it. I have known her since I moved to Addis. Look, here is the present perfect tense ይሄኛው ደግሞ I moved to Addis. So we can use present perfect tense and simple past tense at the same time. በተመሳሳይ ሰዓት እንጠቀማለን። ምንድነው ምን ማለት ነው? ሁለቱንም አንድ ሴንቴንስ ላይ እንጠቀማለን, but with different implication. The present perfect tense indicates you know her up to now. እስካሁን እናውቃታለን ማለት ነው። It is continuous up to now because the present perfect tense indicates something began sometime in the past and continuous up to now or stopped in recent time. በቅርብ ጊዜ ያቆመ ወይም ደግሞ up to now continuous የሆነ። ስለዚህ ምን ተረዳችሁ ከዚህ? I have known her since I moved to Addis. So ይሄኛው ግን starting point ያሳያል። አዲስ አበባ ከመጣሁ ጀምሮ since so after since ይሄኛውን አሁን ጥያቄ ይሄኛውን ዳሽ ባድርገው ጥያቄ ላይ ብትሰሩ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? ጥያቄ ሲሰሩ since I dash to Addis ቢሆን ይሄኛው present perfect tense ከሆነ ከሲንስ ቀጥሎ የሚመጣው ቴንስ ምን ይሆናል ማለት ነው? አክሽን ካለ ማለት ነው። simple past tense ይሆናል። don't forget it. okay ይሄንን እንደ መንደርደሪያ እንደ መግቢያ ቀጣይ ላይ እናየዋለን። but after since you can also use starting point of time. I have known her since January. I have known her since 2020 or 2020 or 2025 or 2024. Time since ብላችሁ starting point of time መጥቀስ ትችላላችሁ። that means after since you can use time starting point of time ማለት ነው። time እንጠቀማለን ማለት ነው። but action ከሆነ present perfect tense እዚህ ከመጣ the simple past tense after since. So please read next time ቀጣይ በደንብ ይሄንን አንብባችሁ ፕራክቲስ አድርጋችሁ እንገናኛለን ማለት ነው። ውድ ተማሪዎች የዛሬው ትምህርታችን በዚህ ይጠናቀቃል። Students, this is all about today's lesson. If you have any comments or maybe any question about the lesson, you can practice more and ask one another or someone who is around you to help in this lesson. እንድረዷችሁ ሌሎቹን መጠየቅ ትችላላችሁ ማለት ነው። እንግዲህ በዛሬው to conclude today's lesson, we try to see different vocabularies extracted from the reading text, both listening and reading. Another one is a phrasal verb. Phrasal verb እንግዲህ የተለያየ ትርጉም አላቸው። ለምሳሌ ዲኛው phrasal verb ሲሰሩ ኮንቴክስቱን ማየት ነው። ለምሳሌ ዲጋ ከተጣሉ በኋላ ነው አይደል የሚለው over the Christmas period. Look, let me show you here. Cross off after they argued ይላል አይደል? argue አድርገዋል። ፕሮዳክሽን ምን ሆኗል? ቀንሷል አይደል? ስለዚህ ምን ሊያደርጉ ይችላሉ? የሽያጭ ከቀነሰ ምርታችሁ ምን ታደርጋላችሁ? ትቀንሳላችሁ። ሶ የትኛው ትርጉም ለየትኛው ሊሆን ይችላል በማለት ይህን ማሰብ ይኖርባችኋል ማለት ነው። ኮንቴክስት የምንለው ይሄ ነው። አንዳንድ ወርዶችን ሁሉ ላንሸመድድ እንችላለን። ቢ ዋይዝ ሃው ቱ ዱ ኮንቴክስቹዋሊ። እኔ መመክራችሁ እሱን ነው እንጂ አንድ ሰው ሁሉንም ወርዶች በተመሳሳይ ሰዓት ሊያውቅ አይችልም። So it's all about today's lesson. Until next time, take 5 every one of you. Bye bye.